is up?
I don't know who muted all of us, but it wasn't me.
All right. So I don't know if you guys heard it, but I heard it.
No, we heard it. We all heard it.
I think we should add that to every Paneloids intro.
That's the new
from
intro
now on.
song. I have to redo it.
I heard it too.
I think he just, when Jeremiah's face is on, huzzah! Like if we just permanently put that in there, I think that's going to be like your new catchphrase, Jeremiah. You did it to yourself. So, welcome to Paneloids live stream, or comic books and more. I'm going old school with this. Welcome to modern age comics. Welcome to Paneloids, comic books and more. Your weekly goodness. Wait, no, I'm saying this all wrong. This is what happens when you change it up. Welcome to Paneloids, comic books and more. Your weekly dose of comic talk, creator deep dives, and all the geeky goodness in between. I'm Pierre, your host, joined by the historian Jeremiah, our producer Kyle, and of course Dimitri, who will now be raising his hand due to his severe lag. We're live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, so hit that follow button, drop a comment, and let's get into it. The nerdy news. Stan Lee, the final chapter Kickstarter has been canceled, but the documentary will continue with outside support. Do we think it's because of all the controversial things that we were seeing?
Probably. Also,
Yes.
the rewards themselves were controversial in a way as well. So 6 of one, half dozen of another. I think it just needs to be packaged differently. I don't think it needs to be like, hey, you want to see Stan in his final years? It should be, this is what happened to Stan Lee. In that tone, in that cadence of sorts. So
Yeah, I agree. I think the presentation of it, like I said, I think just give us a biopic, a fun little, actor portrayal of it, and give us the pretty sunshine version of it, and we'll call it a day.
I mean, yes, but Stan also had a kind of rough life at times.
I'll take it, but I don't necessarily need to see the rough time,
the elder abuse.
yeah. If we want
hard times, the hard times.
Give us young Stanley into older Stanley, and give us Timothy Chalamet as Stanley. Right?
It'd be a cool one where he's telling his life story and it's flashbacks to the good times.
Okay, that would be cool. Like when they did Ray. Remember that movie?
Yes. Also, Phantom. No.
He just said they would, not that they should have.
He would what? I missed the comment.
It's for the best. Jeremiah, what's his brother's name?
Stanley. His name is Larry Lieber, and he will be at Super Jersey Expo this weekend. Next weekend. May. Not May. We're in April. April 29th and 27th. He will be there on the 27th. Advertising his new book. You can also get signatures from him. A little bit of a steep fee, but it's only $60, and he is a legend. He helped create Iron Man. He helped create Ant-Man. He helped create the Avengers. Larry Lieber is a legend. Not only is he Stan Lee's brother, but yes, he also helped create. Actually, yeah, he actually did the artwork for Tales to Astonish 13.
I kind of feel like somebody needs to have a Groot second appearance with their Rocket second appearance.
Michael first appearance. I'm glad that you actually mentioned that, because I actually just got off the phone with none other than hold on, I'm trying to pull it up. Oh, I can't show it. Al Milgram. Sorry, I was gonna show
You
it.
got
And I
off
was
the
like, this is a
phone.
bad
You
idea.
called Al Milgram.
Yeah,
You
don't
were
he
on
called
the phone
me.
with Al fucking Milgram.
He called me like an hour ago, telling me about like the sketch that he's doing for me, and he was like, "Oh, if you're gonna be up in Long Island, I'll be at this Comic-Con, so you can maybe pick it up there. If not, I'll mail it to you." And then we were talking about the show, and I mentioned you, Jeremiah, and how excited you were that was gonna be my first sketch. Yeah, but it was called him a legend, and he was like, "I think it's nice that everyone calls me a legend, but I feel like it's just a friendly way of calling me old." But yeah, he's a very nice guy. So I actually got to send him the link to this podcast, but I'll do that later on. Anyways,
Not this one. Not this episode.
this one might be able to skip. Might be able to skip. But yeah, that's it. Stan Lee, guys, and I did see the comment. I just want everyone who's listening to this, Phantom, you're going down as saying that they should weekend at Bernie's.
No,
Stan
he
Lee.
said they would, not that they should. They
Oh,
would.
okay, but like they should.
No,
Because
no, that's
That would be a cool movie, like
Okay.
Weekend at
Moving on.
Sands.
moving
And
on.
okay,
It's,
all
al-
right.
it's already a movie. They did like 3 of them, right?
Well, Weekend at Bernie's or Weekend at Stan's, because they haven't done that yet.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh,
Weekend at
I guess
He didn't
Weekend at
raise his hand.
Sands.
He didn't
Weekend
raise
at
his hand.
Sands would just be the documentary that they were doing already,
He's in
right?
trouble. He didn't raise his hand.
I'm in trouble.
Fucked up.
my girl.
Anyways,
It's a movie.
Saw her. That's my girl.
Marvel Comics announces Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe, a 5-issue series by writer Jerry Dugan, and artist Javier Garon. Will you be picking this up? Will you be
Jerry-
picking it up?
Jerry Dugan can do no wrong in a way. Yeah, it's worth picking up. With Marvel reacquiring the Godzilla license, I'm definitely excited, especially for Godzilla versus the X-Men, because Paulo has a cover for that series coming out,
There it
which is a homage to Herb Trimp. So, yeah, I think all the Godzilla books from Marvel are going to be dope.
He's all over everything. I just saw him this today. I was like, there's Godzilla versus Hulk that just came out. I think that was today.
Fantastic Four was like 2 weeks
Godzilla
ago, I
Fantastic
think.
Four. Yeah. The covers are sick too. The Godzilla versus Hulk one almost had me buy it, but I was like, I feel like I don't really necessarily need this. But now I kind
that
of feel like I
sad?
need them all now.
We're like, I'll wait for the app.
I just
That is
yeah,
sad.
It's sad.
don't-
I'm not proud of it. It's just life is life. Like you have to.
yeah. No, there was a few books that I was like, I had them in my hand. I was like, I don't really need this. I'm gonna like by the time I get to it, it's gonna be on the app. Like, so yeah. Same thing. So one of my biggest titles that I love is the Alien series. So Aliens versus Avengers. I haven't picked up one of those.
Really? Paulo did a cover for issue 3. How have you not picked that up?
I saw it today, actually. But yeah, it was one of the ones I had in my hand, and I was like, I'm not gonna get to this. I'm not gonna get through 1 through 3. You should see the table, my coffee table downstairs, littered with comic books that I picked up today, and I was going for one book. That's it. I
That's how
spent
it happens. That's how it
$174.
happens.
I just want everyone
Jesus
to know. Collection acquisition is back. Doing that. Anyways, Fantastic Four First Steps is currently undergoing reshoots on a scale of 1 to 4. How concerned are you? That's cute. I like that. 1 to 4.
You like that? You like that?
Yep.
That was
Yeah.
cute. That was very cute.
Yeah.
1. I don't think there's any reason to be concerned. I think they're just trying to tighten things up and potentially change the Thing's voice. Please, for the love of God.
I don't think that's what the reshoots are doing, but wishful thinking. I don't know if Dimitri put up a 5, which would have been wrong, or if he was raising his hand like he was instructed to. So, Dimitri, if you'd like to speak, now is the time.
Good one, man. The 1 through 4 thing.
He's so behind.
It's good.
So
Was-
to conclude the hand
was good.
raising, I ask that you remute yourself. That's how we'll know that your thought has completed. And he muted. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm kind of more on like the higher nervous thing.
Yeah, I'm saying.
because they reshot all of like Captain America, and like it kept going through reshoots, and it was
That
very
was a
bad.
COVID movie.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Brave New World was a COVID movie. Like, we gotta give it its grace. As bad as it wasn't that bad. Like,
Did you watch the same movie I watched?
yeah, but if this was a DC movie, everyone would have said it was great.
No shot. Every DC movie was terrible. There hasn't been one good DC
shot.
movie. What are you
No
talking
fucking
about?
shot.
There's no shot that anyone's coming to defend DC movies right now.
Dimitri raised his hand again. Dimitri, it is now your time.
Jeremiah, this question is for Jeremiah.
Okay.
We'll get there. The Daredevil Born Again reshoots. How do you think that factored into the whole thing? Because if those reshoots are anything like these reshoots, then
That's a good
We
question.
will talk about
That's
that
a very
when we
good
get to the
question.
finale. I don't want to jump it early, but I will say I think they are on two very different levels. I think that the reshoots with Fantastic Four aren't them trying to reframe the entire movie like they did with the Daredevil Born Again reshoots, where they had to reframe the entire show. But I will get into my full thoughts on that in a little bit. So there's your little teaser. Stick around
That was a really
if you
good
want to see
question.
me throw shit.
stick a fork in that topic, put it in the microwave, but don't put it on.
I like it. I like it.
I thought the hand raise, he was just gonna cough and mute. But
No.
pleasantly surprised.
He's coming with some heat. I like it.
This works.
Marvel plans to drop a new Daredevil season every year, starting with season 2 in 2026, according to executive producer Brad Winderbaum. I like and do not like. What are your thoughts on Daredevil every year?
I mean, like, but at the same time, wow.
My
I'll say this.
hesitation with this is the quality.
Well, no, it's just not gonna happen.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
It's not gonna
this is wish fulfillment. Like this
Yeah.
is
Writer
this is not gonna
writer strike incoming very quickly.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Dispute on the script, a bad script.
tariffs, you know.
Literally, everything we just said bounces it another month, and then it's like every 3 years.
I'm cool with every like year and a half.
2 years is
2 years
like
is
Pierre
fair.
was saying. 2 years is better for quality. If they pulled it off in a year, I mean, this one should be pulled off in a year.
Yes, because this one's
Yeah.
well underway.
I mean, we've seen the black suit, so they're well underway.
Yeah,
We
we've
will
seen the
talk
black
about
suit.
that. We will talk about it. Grant Morrison revealed he's working on a new project for Marvel or DC with an artist they love dearly. Fans are speculating it might be a tie into the rumored Marvel DC crossover. What would you like to see Grant Morrison on if that is the case?
I've never seen him do Cap. And I think that would be a real interesting take.
Captain
a Grant
America on
Morrison
LSD.
Captain America run. Essentially, yes. I think it would be very similar to Rick Remender's Cap, which is
I had that thought. It's only
very
like
considerate. It's
the
very
only one
good.
I read. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a
Can
bad.
you tell us about that
definitely
run,
not a bad
Jeremiah?
run.
Because
It's a fun
I
run.
hardly remember.
That's when he goes to like the Z world and is in like Armin Zola's like realm essentially, and he lives there for 13 years, and then turns out it was like 5 minutes. He has a kid.
Oh wow!
Tries to bring the
That's
kid back,
funny.
and the
I
kid
actually do
dies.
remember this.
Yeah, you read it. We read it.
That's
It's a good run.
I don't
It's
know
a
why.
solid run.
It's a good run.
He just wanted to
Good
make
all
the
around.
I hardly remember joke. And he didn't.
He didn't do it.
Do it. I didn't do it. I'm sorry,
Um,
guys. Next time.
But yeah, Grant Morrison can be trusted with pretty much any IP. Don't touch Daredevil. But yeah, sure, whatever.
So this might be a little weird, and it's definitely off subject, but kind of on subject. But like, if like they did Captain America in like the 70s, like what if like he came out of being frozen in the 70s, and then they like it was like an actual LSD trip.
Oh, you took what I said and ran.
Yeah, that's what happens when like you have ADHD. You like don't listen to anything that happened after that, and you just really hyper focus on that one little piece.
No, I like it.
Can I rebut that? Can I rebuke that just a minute?
Yeah.
So in the 1950s, there was a Captain America run where he was going after communists, and turns out that was like a fake Captain America. I like the idea of them taking that Cap and doing experiments on him with LSD, and that's the story.
Yeah, like his villain's like I don't know, like some like Russian scientist or some shit.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Like
Marvel.
I'm just saying, we could do something here.
Kids won't know what that means. Here, Marvel.
Let's go.
You have to hold your hand like this.
That's so stupid.
Don't make me call.
Or like this, because it's all voice.
I'll call him right now.
Yeah, you got Al. You got Al on the line.
I'll convention Al right now. All right. So Jack Black, speaking of weird things, Jack Black nearly played Green Lantern in a 2004 comedy where his character made goofy ring constructs like green condoms and the Beatles. It was scrapped for being too weird. Would you have wanted a Green Lantern Jack Black?
No.
I mean, it would have happened in 2004, so...
Could it have arguably been better than Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern?
Well, yeah, definitely. It would have been like a cult classic.
I think now I want Jack Black to voice Chip.
Oh, the little squirrel Green Lantern.
The squirrel Green Lantern. Yeah, now I want
that.
Oh.
And he can use his chicken jockey boy.
That would be cool. It's a good idea. Heard it here first.
Kind of like that. Yeah. Chip. Huh. Forgot he existed. All right. DC announces Immortal Batman, a 6-issue non-canon miniseries reimagining The Dark Knight with a tokusatsu twist, created by Kyle Higgins, Matt Grom, Dan Mora, and Erica D'Orso. It's set in a futuristic world and launches August 2025. So I had to look into what that necessarily meant. Do you know what that means, Kyle?
It's Power Rangers.
Yeah, that's Power basically Rangers. So I don't really know what that means by like a twist on that necessarily. Like
Dan Mora family on art, that sounds perfect.
No, actually, it's really cool looking.
This makes
one
complete
else
sense.
I don't want anyone else doing that. Dan Mora, I'll allow it.
So they're definitely getting a robot.
Amazing.
It's going to be Bat Family. They combine into a big mech.
Alfred. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be. Yeah.
And the art's not just like cool. It's like super detailed. It's like, how are you getting this book done?
Like, really, though, Dick Grayson should be like the shaft of the mech. I like that idea.
Knew it was going to go there.
Yep.
Yeah, it was going to go
just
there.
The cheeks.
Good one, Jeremiah. I like that one. The shaft.
Says it again. I love it.
He raises his hand after.
Guys, it's comic talk time. Jeremiah, you didn't read anything. Dimitri, you also didn't read anything. Kyle, I might have forced you to read something.
It's in there. I did.
Oh.
Dimitri
did read something. Holy.
Ooh.
In My Place, and a different book that ties in with your book, kind of. So
okay, all right.
I delegated.
Talk about it. So I want to answer one thing first, and this is a community question that it's just I'm asking the community, who is Gwenpool? Because I have been completely wrong about who Gwenpool was this entire time until literally last night. I was sitting down and the Gwenpool came up. I forgot who. I think there's. Oh no, you know why? I'll tell you why. The creator of Gwenpool is actually going to be at Super Jersey, the Comic-Con here. So I was looking into getting her first appearance or something, maybe signed. And I just found out that Gwenpool isn't Gwen Stacy. This whole time, I thought Gwenpool was Gwen Stacy, and that's all it was. So, who is Gwenpool? Give it to us, somebody. I know if you don't.
I hate this character more than any other character. I hate this character more than I hate Juan Soto, and I really hate Juan Soto. So, like, Gwenpool to me is one of the like worst creations in comics history. Now, I always try to be a positive dude, especially when people rag on all the negative stuff when it comes around this like medium and everything is shit. We're all gonna die. Blah blah blah. Gwenpool is the reason that we will eventually cease to exist as a species.
Wow.
That is my honest feelings.
Is there two versions though? Because I've been seeing some art circulate around, and she looks less fun. Like the new version is like more vicious looking, and it's like a similar suit, but not really. Is there something going on with her currently?
I don't know of that one,
okay.
But I hate it regardless.
I'm gonna interview the creator, and I'm gonna tell her how you feel.
So I'm curious. Now I'm curious because the creation of Gwenpool was from a variant cover. Like the character was created via a variant cover. And she then appeared as a backup character in Howard the Duck. So Chip Zdarsky isn't going to be at Super Junior. Who's at Super Jersey? Who's going to be at Super Jersey?
The I don't know her name.
She probably wrote
Co-creator.
The original Gwenpool series.
Yeah. So you're saying the cover technically.
Oh, 1000% the cover is her first appearance. The cover of Deadpool's Secret Wars, issue number 3, don't quote me, it's either it's either 2 or 3, is the first appearance of Gwenpool. She's literally in a fucking pool on a goddamn floaty. That's her first appearance. And then she appears in Howard the Duck.
So she was created by Christopher Hastings and Heather Antos.
Heather Antos created Gwenpool?
Yep.
Are they not crediting the cover
2.
then?
Featured on Chris Patello's variant cover
for
that last one
the
was
Secret Wars.
Yep.
We lost Jeremiah. So what issue was it, Dimitri?
Number 2.
Okay, so that's a debatable question there.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry, Heather.
There we go. You got it?
I think
got
you're
it.
a great person, Heather.
I think you got that wrong.
Got it.
All right, let's reconvene.
What happened, Jeremiah?
Heather, I didn't mean it. I
believe Jeremiah.
Jeremiah messed up. I know. I have a nice clip that will be held against him.
Jeremiah's eating crow right now.
I like that.
Feathers are all in his teeth and shit.
And I just want to again advertise
He's typing
contest.
out a response to her right now.
Because she watches.
I'm so sorry. So sorry.
If you want to win something from Jeremiah's house, it could be anything. It might not be comic related, but something from his house.
Deadpool's Secret Wars number 2. That is the first appearance of Gwenpool. It is.
That's what Dimitri said.
This is literally it.
He raised his hand and everything.
But she's still the creator.
Because that's just a cover.
Yep.
We should argue with CGC.
So Gwenpool,
Your
right?
cover was different though. Did you ever?
You found the wrong one.
Mine was the actual cover. Yours was the cover of Gwenpool issue number 1.
Yeah. No,
so if I have it right, Gwenpool is literally just some like random person out.
It's a variant.
Yeah.
A variant of who?
Mine's the variant.
No, yours is
of Wade.
An ongoing.
Okay, it's not Gwen Stacy though.
No, you're right.
Yep.
I know.
Guys.
All
right. You were right.
Always right.
Okay, again,
that's what I
if
said.
you'd like to win something out of Jeremiah's house, in a clip from I don't know a month or two. I'm not going to tell you. The hint is balls. So find the photo of Dimitri.
That was already found.
No. Wait, someone found the new one?
Yeah, Comic Talk found it.
The new one with balls?
Yes.
Comic Talk, awesome. I didn't know you won. I must have missed that in the Discord.
Comic Talk, you won
Comic
again.
Talk won. I'm sorry, everybody. I mispronounced. I gotta hide another picture now because now I re-announced it and he already won.
We got to do it like the actual giveaway. I know that's happening, but anyways.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Comic Talk. We gotta pick something from Jeremiah's house. Boxers, socks, whatever you're into.
Everything's it's getting chaotic.
Sorry.
All right. So yeah, that's Gwenpool. Great. Just need to figure that out for everybody. So I read Absolute Martian Manhunter by Dennis Camp and art by Javier Rodriguez. And speaking of LSD, I feel like I went on the most wild trip ever. The colors, the little bubbles, like everything was just like so crazy. So in this, he's a detective for the FBI. I don't know his story, Martian Manhunter's real story, but if that's it, so it's the same thing here. So yeah, so it's just him kind of just going through an explosion and then trying to like figure out what happened. But like as the story goes on, it's just more and more like you feel like you're going through a trip, and every like color just splashing at you. It's wild, and I think my favorite part is not necessarily my favorite part, but I thought it was very creative. The last page, it tells you a little blurb on the bottom. It's like hold the page up to the light, and when you hold the page up to the light, you see the Martian Manhunter from the other side go through like his human face, and it says, "We are the Martian Manhunter." So, or the Manhunter, whatever it said. But yeah, so I thought that was cool. And then you flip the page, you obviously see the art on the other side. But yeah,
I am running to the comic book store tomorrow to get that. Javier Rodriguez, you're a fucking genius.
It was very, very creative, and I really have to shout out the artists on this because I think I've seen things on this book that I've never seen done in a book. Just cover. I mean, if you hold that cover up, Kyle, just the color in the cover is beautiful. And it's just a tell of what you're going to see in the book. Once you open the book and you just go through the pages, it's literally just like a splash of rainbow. And it's cool because it like transitions from like darker, more normal imagery to then just like.
It is Javier Rodriguez, right? I'm not crazy.
Yeah, no, it is. I called him out already.
He's fucking insane.
It's like you're going through this trip with him, and they do such a good job of kind of partnering that writing with the art to really throw you through the story. So very good book. I will definitely pick up a number 2, and I probably will get this signed and graded, but not necessarily my copy because it was a little beat up. Just saying. Anyways, Absolute Green Lantern by Al Ewing and Janoy Lindsay. So came out like 2 weeks ago. No idea. Didn't even know. I know we talked about it. We talked about like the pictures and like what we thought it was going to be. Finally came out. So I read this. So the lantern that we saw in the pictures from before is a ship. And you see that guy, the guy who like gave the ring to Hal Jordan. What's his name? Abin Sur. So you see him. So he looks a little bit weird. He looks like Majin Buu. Is the best way to describe him. He has a big tentacle out of his head.
Love that guy.
So yeah, I think it's creative in the fact that they actually don't give the ring to Hal Jordan. So they are making someone else the lead. And it is a lantern that we've seen in the past. I wish I knew the name right off the top of my head, but of course I do not.
It's the one that has the fancy glasses, right? Well, maybe in this she doesn't, but she has like sunglasses.
I think you're right. I think you're definitely right.
Yeah, I haven't actually read anything of hers.
Yeah, so she doesn't have a lot of story. Like there's a lot of like that. Basically, there's a lot that they could add to her story, so they chose her so they could really just give you something new. It's Sojourner Moline. Not sure where she appeared in first. She appeared in Far Sector #1 in 2020. So that was her first appearance. Might want to pick that up. Just saying, speculation. But yeah, I actually like it. So I don't really know Green Lantern or really a lot of stuff in the past, but whatever. Maybe you can fill me in. So Hal Jordan's in it. They're all friends, all the Lanterns, like on Earth. Hal Jordan has a black hand, and he's having trouble like figuring out how to like handle his powers. And she comes in, and she's got the ring, and she's like, "What's going on, Hal? Like, what happened?" So I don't know where they're going with that. So that's.
I would love it if Hal becomes a new Black Hand. That would be dope.
It's just a hand.
That'd be dope.
It's black, so he keeps it in his pocket the whole time. He walks up to a cop, and the cop's like, "Take your hand out of your pocket." And I thought that it was gonna like start with like him just getting shot and killed, and that was gonna be end of him, and maybe give you a new lantern, which would have been weird, but like whatever. Hand comes out, he does get shot, but then the cop is gone. So the black hand protected him.
Why would they shoot a white guy?
They didn't just shoot him in the hand.
I like to think that the hand does sign language, and when you interpret the sign language, it's talking jive.
That's
for anyone listening to the audio version. Dimitri has a very beautiful complexion. If this is the first time listening,
there you go.
You don't need to tell them that.
Just in case.
Why are you?
Our audio version is also very popular. It's gotta be safe.
This is getting bad. All right. But I do have to say, all right, one quick thing before we move on. Janoy Lindsay. It's the art style I don't like. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry. It's the art style I don't like, but I'm gonna save myself here. I really like it on this book. So the reason why I don't like it's like that modern, almost like drawn through a computer art style, but it works really well for like the quicker, fast-paced scenes that are happening in this book. So
I like how you said it's like that modern, drawn through a computer art style instead of just saying digital.
Yeah, digital. I don't know how to describe it well. I sent a picture to Kyle so that way he could use it, but he didn't do anything with it. So thanks a lot.
No, I didn't.
So it's fine. He does everything else. So we'll let him pass. But yeah, so anyways, go check it out. Go check all of them out. Everything Absolute. And Dimitri, you read a book, and it's so funny because I have it on my table. Absolute Flash. Give us your hot take or cold take.
I know they're doing something from like the past with like the with the 5 people. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys didn't read it, so I'm just riffing. Okay, so I thought it was pretty cool. That one, hold it up, hold it by your face.
Yeah, do your thing, Dimitri.
Close
Tell us about it. Spoil away.
I like it. It's Wally West.
It's been out for a month. Sorry.
His dad is quite the dick. Barry Allen is in it, which I read an article that said that he would not be in it. So I was quite surprised by that. What else? I did some research. I think Jeremiah helped me. There's like a Russian team that has to do with the Flash. They're in it. They're in it. They show up. They're in it. Spoilers. You're gonna see them towards the end. That's about it. I like what they're doing. To me personally, I kind of almost wish that Barry Allen wasn't in it, or he was in it like a little bit later. Yeah, but that's about it.
Does Barry have powers in this, or is he just Barry Allen?
He does not have powers.
Okay.
He may have gotten powers, but you don't know yet.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. They should have held off on that.
Just for a little bit.
Yeah, too many speedsters. Just just give me one speedster and just a bunch of different bad guys.
Yeah.
I don't need a bunch of people vortexing around each other.
And vibrating through shit.
Hey, we're running together. Hey, like they're
Don't you
always
talk bad about
always like a
vibe.
scene of them running next to each other. Like, I'm faster than you.
I'm running and you're running. Look, what? We're both running together?
We gotta go. We gotta get him.
Look at this place. They call it the Speed Force, but that sounds really stupid.
Hey, Dimitri. Yeah. Stupid. Stupid. Anyways, sorry. I've never liked the Flash. And which sucks because personality-wise, I feel like I am the Flash. But like it just doesn't resonate
Always
with
late.
me.
To be fair,
No,
I would agree with
hyperactive.
Pierre, like, he's
hyperactive.
Pierre, you're the Flash from Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like that's a deep cut. I feel like he just slapped you in the face with that one.
No,
backhanded compliment.
He doesn't get the Lex Luthor reference.
Wait, what? I don't think any of us do now.
No, I don't.
Lex Luthor and Barry Allen switch bodies, and so Lex Luthor walks into the bathroom. He's like, "I can finally figure out who the Flash is," and he takes off the mask. He's like, "I have no idea who this is."
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. Yes. Yes.
Fandom's the best.
It was like a slight shove. It was like a, hey, you're that guy.
That being said, I guess it's well, okay. It's a couple things. Before we leave comic talk, I'm gonna follow 3 books, and you guys can follow in the Discord on it. But One World Under Doom's an event that's happening in Marvel. No idea what's going on with that. But I picked up all of it, and we're gonna go for the ride.
No wonder you spent $174 at a comic book store.
Things happen. Eddie Brock Carnage, I'm gonna follow as well. You know I love my symbiotes. I know this happened. I just haven't had a chance to actually pick it up, and the app has been doing a disservice to us. And then Absolute Flash, I'll pick up at some point here. So, well, actually, no, I have 1 and 2, so I'll read it. It's on the table, so go check it out. Anyways, before we go into Daredevil, I will say collection acquisition. I'll say it. I did pick up a couple things. I picked this up. Transformers. All right, it's an older book. It's a number 3. It's guest starring Spider-Man in the symbiote suit.
And it's a newsie.
It is a newsie. So I was very excited to find this. Yeah. So just a fun little book to have. I did go a little crazy with this next batch. This is the next batch right here. So if you see who it is, Kyle Rayner on the cover. We picked up a bunch of little things here. Now this is
the DCU logo variant. Let's go.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, those were found in Walmart super packs. Also, some newsies. There we go.
Somebody's specking very hard here.
Someone's super specking.
I might be specking that Kyle Rayner might show up at some point, and I've picked up the full collection of the first appearance of Kyle Rayner and the first appearance of Parallax.
Hal is Parallax, not
Hal as
Parallax.
Right. Which I highly speculate and want. I guess it's more of a want. It's been a want. I've mentioned that numerous times. I want it to happen. So we're gonna add this to my vision board. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, guys.
Logo variant that looked minty. That looked real nice.
It is very minty. So I might have.
And Ron Mars will be at Super Jersey this upcoming weekend, April 26th and 27th.
It all makes sense now.
So I have a plan. I'm gonna get Ron Mars to sign these and then send them, and then I'm also gonna get who created Megatron? What's his name? He's also going to be at Super Jersey. I can't remember his name for the life
I'm
of
not
me.
a Transformers guy. But you can get
he's gonna be
Kyle
there,
to talk to Ron Mars about Bruce Springsteen and distract him so he signs all those books for free.
Is he a big Springsteen fan?
Ooh.
He's a stupid big Springsteen.
Is he really? I will wear a t-shirt.
when I booked him for a signing, instead of paying him his signing fee, I had to get him Bruce Springsteen tickets. And then after that, he still sent me an invoice for his signing fee.
Oh, we don't talk about
that. That was 10 years ago.
Like...
I didn't actually pay it. It was my boss who paid it. So no ill will. He's a big Springsteen guy.
Got some stories for him.
Yeah. I'm trying to still find the creator of Megatron and comics. But anyways, Bob Budiansky.
Bob Budiansky.
He'll also be a Super Jersey.
Other than Megascreen.
Yeah. But I want him to sign that potentially. So we'll see. I don't think it's his book though. I just figure he should get credit for all of Transformers. Like he's the reason why I think most of it even is a thing. But anyways, that's it. That's collection acquisition, guys. You can leak away Daredevil, Born Again, season finale. Kyle and Jeremiah leak it all. Yeah.
Dimitri, if you watched it, raise your hand.
All right. So,
oh man,
Kyle, 1 out of 10. Give me the finale, and then give me the series the season as a whole.
Finale, 7.5. Season as a whole, a 7.5. We're a strong 7.5. We had a few that were 7s, we had a few that were 8s, so I might as well just call it 7.5.
We're in 100% agreement.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Where I'm at. Yes. Oh, 1000%. I loved it. I cannot wait for season 2. This felt a lot like just a trailer for season 2, just an appetizer for season 2. The finale, some of the things that I did like, I loved the Muse Easter egg with the blood spatter on Kingpin's suit.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, so when he's sitting there with Vanessa, he's got the blood splatter exactly in the same pattern as Muse. I loved the coldness of his staff and how they like all turned. I love the violence that Frank put forward. Cubone has a reference to Daredevil. My biggest issue with the finale is they had the perfect opportunity for Punisher to give his speech against the police officers, and they squandered it.
So let me ask you, because I never read the actual speech. How far off was it? Because like,
very. I mean, it started. Yeah, I thought he was going for it because he's like,
right.
You guys are all clowns. Because in the actual speech, it's basically how he's like, you guys are stupid. Like, I'm a villain. You shouldn't like what I'm doing. I am not someone to idolize. I am someone to like arrest. But you guys suck. And so I have to be out here doing this shit. That like, so they teased it, but we didn't actually get the speech.
So do you think there's still opportunity to do it? Because how cool would it have been if they actually read it word for word and recreated those panels?
If we do get it, it's going to be in the Punisher special. It's not going to be in Daredevil season 2. So I think there's a chance we'll get it in the Punisher special. Probably as he's breaking out of Fisk's prison and he gets cornered, I'm assuming.
Well, I mean, do you want to jump to the after credit real quick? This is spoilers, by the way, but do you feel like they kind of shouldn't have had him break out?
Locked up? Oh, no, they definitely should have had him break out.
Like, should they have saved that, you know?
No.
I mean, it was a cool scene.
Yeah. I think that was the like last little taste of it. And like going back to the reshoots issue, clearly the finale was all reshoots in terms of the storyline, like the way that Frank was presented. Like obviously we had rough and gruff Frank in it, episode 3, and then we get like a polished, clean Frank because Karen's coming around, so we needed to be like cleaned up. Like fuck off. Like he didn't need to be cleaned up for that.
He likes
also,
her.
He does like her. I like how you put in the notes you thought someone cooler than Karen was calling. Who did you think was calling?
So that's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, maybe it's like a little Thunderbolts nod.
Rosario Dawson.
Or
yes. Night Nurse.
Right.
Night Nurse would have been good. Night Nurse would have been good.
My first thought was like, oh, is it a team? And I was like, oh no. Is it like Madam Hydra? I was like, oh wait. Because I have this big theory that Thunderbolts is going to end with... Because they keep saying like, oh, the asterisk is just because it's filling in for the Avengers. I still have this big theory that Thunderbolts is going to end with foreshadowing a new Thunderbolts team. And it's going to be a revolving door. So my thought was like, oh, maybe that's why he won't say initially who it is, because he's not a team player. And some kind of offer came up of like, I need you for this. I'm going to need you for more stuff, you know? And I thought maybe it was far-fetched. My other far-fetched idea, my initial thought, again, because I thought it was cooler than Karen, I was like, oh, maybe it's the hand saying like, hey, we brought your wife back to life.
We got a hell of a hand reference. And so there's a line that Matt says is we're going to need an army. So 100% that was a hand reference. We've seen the photos. Mm-hmm. And for those who are curious, I knew the photos were real. I didn't want them to be real.
Yeah, nice.
Why?
It was a bit. You idiots.
Get nice and close.
It was a bit.
Stay there.
We got so many views.
Give it to
was
him.
A fucking bit. But anyways, yeah. So clearland we're getting Shadowland. And I was discussing this over dinner with my wife tonight. She wanted me to explain the Shadowland storyline. And so I was explaining Shadowland to her, which I'm not going to explain it all here because you should read it if you want to get a little bit of a heads up on season 2. Right there is Shadowland. But one of the things that does happen in Shadowland that when I mentioned it to my wife, she says it better not happen in the show. And that is Matt just straight up kills Bullseye. And he does it for a specific reason. And for them to do that in the show would just be wrong, just be stupid. They made Poindexter a like interesting character. Phantom, you are correct. A lot of people had a problem with Shadowland. It's not as bad as people remember it being. I like it a lot. But then again, I'm a mark for Daredevil. Like, so that being said, now that we're kind of definitely leaning into the Shadowland territory, I have zero doubt that Foggy faked his own death and will be returning in season 2. And that will be the redemption for Matt to give up the helm of the hand. My wife made a very good point at dinner tonight. She made a comment of like, Daredevil's got the best moral compass in the show, but that moral compass was Foggy.
Oh, that's super smart.
Yes. So with him selling his soul in a way to become the leader of the hand, that moral compass is going out the window for sure. He's going to be way more violent. So I'm assuming we're going to get like Punisher level Matt, and then Foggy's going to show up and it's all going to come crumbling down, and he's going to have to be born again.
And Vanessa's actually a narc.
Yeah, and Wolverine can't kill her, but boy, do I hope Bullseye does. That being said, one of my favorite Easter eggs was the storage locker was locker 226, which is technically the first issue of the Born Again storyline.
I was going to ask you what the number meant, because I saw the number. I'm like, it means something, and then I forgot the number.
Yeah, it's the exact first issue of the Born Again storyline. It's when Frank retook over Daredevil after his long hiatus after issue 191. And we get a really cool gladiator fight in that issue. And then that's when they end up at the monastery or whatever the term is. So 7.5 total. I loved it. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it. There are things that I wish I could have changed a little bit, but I'm all for season 2. I'm excited. Yeah, for sure. Do you think they will have Bullseye kill Karen like he does in the comics? Phantom, that is a great question. I think yes. I think that's going to be the finale of season 2.
Interesting. I think she's just going to go away again.
No, I think she's going to get addicted to heroin and get killed.
Wow. Yes, Dimitri.
Dimitri.
Do you think he has multiple suits? Because I really don't like the suit when like what's his name? When what's his face gets killed? I hate that suit. But it feels like there's multiple suits, and one felt like there's extra room in it. I guess room to move around in. And then like his suit at the end, that makes sense. Also, does he not have his other suits anymore because they all blew up?
Good question. Great question. Great question.
Which is why he paints a red one black with spray.
Yeah, I think you might be onto something there.
Oh, yeah, that's a very. So I will say, if you think a suit looks baggy, Dimitri, that's probably reshoots.
Yes, that's probably reshoots.
Oh.
All right, let's stop spoiling.
I do want to just reiterate one thing. I knew the photos were real. All right.
Hey guys, what are you guys talking about? I'm back.
Yes, Phantom, I do. Anyways,
Jeremiah, I love the white suit. He has a white suit.
While you guys were doing that, I just read that Ryan Gosling is going to be in a Star Wars movie with Sean Levi
directing
it. Yeah,
interesting.
That was in the notes 2 weeks ago, and
so wait, so Pierre, what did you just read? What was that?
Ryan Gosling. He's going to be
No. What type of thing was that?
Star Wars movie.
What's the next segment, Pierre?
Oh, well, it's not a rumor if that's what you're trying to segment, but it's actually it's actually happening. And yeah, it's gonna be like the Mandalorian Grogu movie.
Every week I said it. Every fucking
and
week
you know
I
what?
said it, and Pierre just watches it bounce.
No, yeah, but he's watching it bounce, knowing every single time.
Knowing what?
See? All right, moving on, Pierre. Take it away.
Rumors, baby! It's a new way of saying it. Jason Momoa has reportedly wrapped filming for Supergirl. A leaked image of the set has surfaced. We saw Jason Momoa as Lobo. What do we think of Jason Momoa as Lobo?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Can I say a hot take?
Yes, please.
He finally did it. He finally got the role that he needed to be in this whole time.
A little bit of a hot take.
What's your hot take?
All right. Do you remember back in the day, you would get like a demo disc with Game Informer magazine?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Does anyone remember the one that Battlefield came on?
Yes.
And all you got in this demo disc was one map of Battlefield, a multiplayer map.
Okay.
And you would play that map hours and hours every day because it's all you had, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then the game came out and you bought the game full price. And you didn't really care anymore.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You wanted it so bad, and now that you got it, it's just like,
I really could care less.
My dreams were
I agree.
better.
It's 10 years too late.
It's just I don't care. It's just whatever.
I've never cared about Lobo as a character. If you want another hot take, so
I liked him in New 52, and then they like ruined him. I don't know why they got rid of that.
I like Shiny Lobo. The lore behind him is nice.
That's
I like him.
Yeah, man, we love you, Colin Bunn. Jeremiah, sorry.
He's saying yes in French. He's saying yes. He does. He does love you, Colin Bunn. We. Very good.
I do. Harrow County is the best. But yes. Anyways, moving on.
Robert Pattinson's potential role in Dune 3 sparks doubt over the Batman Part 2, with the script still unfinished. Grace Randolph blamed Matt Reeves' health, though Reeves has firmly denied it. Okay.
Some weird rumors going on.
It's gonna happen. Stop
What if it doesn't?
Dick Bats early is what it sounds like.
But what if it just doesn't happen? Like, what if we never get the Batman 2?
I'm okay with it. Okay. I'm okay with it just being the one. I mean, it was a great movie.
More Penguin. That was the best part of the movie.
Yeah, and that's not getting any more.
And we got less Catwoman, and which is also just as good.
If we don't get him back as Batman and they just condense the two universes and like it's like, all right, like he's not the Batman. This is your Batman character. I'd be okay with it.
I say just let the whole Reeves universe go.
Die?
Not because I hated it.
Oh, come on.
And not trying to like piss people off, although this is going to. But I just feel like Gunn is gonna do so many impressive things. Do we really need an Elseworld right now?
I don't
like
see
what he does first.
Yeah, hold off on that opinion until Superman.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a little early to say it.
I trust him. Because even when it's not so good, it's still decent. Dimitri?
I think we need one more villain show or movie, and then it can end. And that'll be the cap off.
So who do you want, Dimitri?
Hush.
Yeah. It fits in that universe.
It fits that universe really, really well. Phantom, Anne Hathaway, Catwoman, or Zoe Kravitz, Catwoman. I still can't forgive Zoe for leaving that fridge door open for 8 minutes. Like that will always be the thing that killed me the most.
That's pretty
Would it make you feel better if there was a plate of milk at the bottom shelf and she just left it open for the cats to get a little sippy?
I would. If they panned down and saw that, 100%, I would have been like,
deleted scene. Deleted scene confirms it. Go check it out. Go check it out. Little cats,
Halle
sippy
Berry's
sippy.
got plenty of time to reprise said role. If they want
She's our Storm. We don't talk about that.
Kill her off. I still stand by it. Kill her off. Marvel may introduce Magneto's Brotherhood of Mutants in Avengers Doomsday. I hope they do it. Let's go. Make
hope
Storm
it's
one of them.
Cyclops' team.
Like
right?
Cyclops?
Yeah. Do we need to? Do we need Toad again?
No, I don't want Toad.
Yes, of course we need. Ray Park deserves another chance.
Yeah.
Darth Maul is dead. Bring back Toad.
Give me Toad. Make him younger, and make him look more like X-Men. What was that? Yeah, more like a Toad. What was that show that we watched?
X-Men Evolution.
Yes. How did you know? You knew it right away. X-Men Evolution Toad.
That version of Rogue made me a man.
Okay.
Oh, righty.
All right. Well, interesting take. Definitely an interesting take. Spaceship for Avengers Doomsday is reportedly set to begin construction soon. Also, here's a leaked image that's supposedly RDJ as Dr. Doom. I've seen this.
No way.
This is fake. This is definitely fake.
Who is this though?
This is not a bit. This is fake.
This looks like definitely Robert Wood Johnson. Robert. I can't forget it. Already
this looks like the villain of a third Sky High movie.
That's what I was thinking.
But it looks like if they put a filter, like the
does.
old filter. You know, like the old filter that like you can do on Instagram. Like that's what it looks like. Like it looks like his face, and they just put that on him. I don't think this is his costume either.
No,
this
is
what,
definitely fake.
Remember that Netflix show that got canceled and it looked really cool, and like we were all like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be sick."
Jupiter's Legacy.
I have the book.
It looks like it came out of Jupiter's Legacy. You're right.
Yeah.
I bet that's what it is. Did we do a reverse image search? We should do that. They probably changed the color of the cape and just pasted the face on.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Maybe onto something there.
I don't like it. I really hope that's not it. It's just so fancy.
Phantom
Such a fancy Doom. Long hair and shit. Yeah, we don't like it.
Looks like a younger
Spider-Man.
Michael Douglas.
He does look like a younger Michael Douglas. It's hilarious. Spider-Man,
He's
brand
Ant-Man,
new day.
so, you know.
Who's Ant-Man? Oh yeah, he is Ant-Man. So it's not him. I'm so all right. Spider-Man, brand new days. Working title was Blue Oasis, possibly hinting at Gwen Stacy's debut and pulling from Spider-Man Blue storyline. Looks like Jeremiah might have been right.
Yeah, if it's flipped. Yeah.
Flipperoo.
You know what he was wrong about?
Call me Kevin.
He kept saying the wrong storyline last week.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't want to tell you. So
wait, what?
The way you explain Brand New Day was how they got to Brand New Day.
Was
so
was One More Day.
Yeah, I might have clipped that poorly, so people think you're wrong.
So you made me look bad.
It just happened that way. It wasn't like not like I chopped it that way. I just cut a section where it was like Pierre saying, "Tell us about Brand New Day," and then took a section over here.
I told you about One More Day.
It might have been your fault, might have been mine. Here to there, whatever.
It got us
some views.
So definitely some views. New Marvel Rivals character rumors are making the rounds. Looks like Forge, Jubilee, and Magma might be on the way. Then again, who would you want to see added sooner rather than later?
So I love the idea of Forge. That's awesome. I love the idea of Jubilee. That's awesome. I have a question.
Kyle hates Forge.
Fuck is Magma?
She's an expert.
Magma. She's got fire powers.
Yeah, redhead.
Really?
Redhead. Two givens.
People that I want to see. Let's have Elektra.
Oh.
But in the Daredevil costume, that we don't need Daredevil.
I'd be okay with that, actually.
Right? I think that's the greatest Daredevil costume ever. Can I say?
Like it's a King Daredevil or her version of Daredevil?
Her version, like the scarf, just everything about it's perfect.
Marco Cinichetto, man knows how to design shit. Although he did design the Shadowland costume as well,
which is my second favorite.
Sleepwalker.
No.
Oh, deep cut.
Deep cut.
But no, though.
Also gonna be at Super Jersey. The creator of
have done your research. What you're doing now is what me and Dimitri did 10 years ago. So
I'm not spending the money.
It's like you're a child. It's like you're a little kid.
If you are in the Northeast area for the weekend of April 26th and 27th, Super Jersey will be going on. Super. You got Bart Sears, you got Ron Mars, you got Al Milgram. I think nope, not Al Milgram.
Nope.
Bob Budiansky, Heather Antos will be there in person. And again, Heather, I apologize.
She didn't hear you. It's fine.
But yeah, also Rags Morales will be there, and both Pierre and Kyle, one of them will be getting a book signed book for me by him, and hopefully a remark.
We'll see what
I'll
happens.
be getting a sketch too. I'll be getting a few things, and we're gonna probably be shoving a microphone in people's faces.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
We're doing it. Bring the microphone. We're doing it.
No.
We're doing it for clips. Guys, that's a wrap for this week's Paneloids, comic books, and more. If you liked hanging out with us, Be sure to follow, leave a review, and join our Discord to keep the conversation going. We'll be back next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern with more comics, more chaos, and a more well-behaved Dimitri. Until then, keep reading, keep watching, and keep being nerdy.